Hey guys, good morning from very windy Southern Nevada. Yes, I'm gonna do another revolver video. Sorry guys, it's what I do. I love revolvers. I bought my first one in 1977. I've been shooting them ever since. Did a lot of competition shooting with them back in the 80s, early 90s. Did a lot of cowboy action shooting. I've worked on them. I've bought cheap ones. I've bought expensive ones. Right now I have 150, maybe 200 revolver videos here on YouTube. My point is, I have a lot of experience with revolvers. Now, a lot of my viewers over the last couple of years have asked me, hey Mix-Up, what do you prefer, the Taurus or the Rock Island? Well, today we're going to find out. So we're going to go back into my shop. We're going to take a close look at both of these. Then we'll come back out here and put a couple of rounds through them, and I'll tell you which one I like best. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Taurus. This is a model 856, has a 2-inch barrel, 6-round capacity, and double action and single action revolver, made in Brazil. Rock Island, this is made in the Philippines, 2-inch barrel, 6-round capacity, double action and single action. And I do want to mention, I bought this one brand new, and I bought this one used at a pawn shop a couple years ago, so I don't know if these are the original grips, but on the new guns, these have a different grip. They're a soft rubber, and on the new revolvers, you can replace the front sight, which you cannot do on this one. Now, speaking of grips, this one comes with actually 2 sets of grips. Comes with these wooden grips, and it also comes with these larger hard plastic grips. Trigger pull. Now on the Rock Island, it has a very smooth trigger pull, and it's actually pretty light. I really do like that trigger pull. And on a Taurus, it's a little bit longer and it's a little bit heavier, but it's still not bad. It is nice and smooth. But now, check this out. When I shoot this one, my trigger finger comes back right here and just barely touches the back of the trigger guard. On the Taurus, I come back and I actually hit the grip. So if you have small hands, you might like this one. If you have bigger hands, you might take a look at this one. Barrel length, again, this is 2 inches. You can also get this with a 3-inch barrel. And on the Rock Island, again, 2 inches, and you can get this with a 4-inch barrel. Now, the 4-inch barrel I have right here, it's the same gun, except this is called the Model 200. And the 200 does not come with the wooden grips. It just comes with the larger hard plastic grips. If you take off these grips and you put these on, you know, that's quite a bit of a difference there. And this is what it's going to look like. So if you're going to carry one of these concealed, you're probably going to want to keep the wooden grips on it, because that is quite a bit of a difference there. All right, the difference in price. Now, if you look at the retail price, and I hate to discuss price because, you know, that changes over time, but right now, if you look at the retail price online, there's about a $150 difference between these two guns, with the Taurus costing $150 more retail price. But in reality, right now, if I went down to buy either one of these, the price difference would be about $70. Again, with the Taurus costing a little more. And let me show you why this one is going to cost a little more. Here's a Smith & Wesson revolver. Now this is a side plate right here. If you take these screws out, take this plate off, you have access to the guts of the revolver. But you can see the fit of the side plate is pretty good on this Smith & Wesson. And that's what it's supposed to look like. And on the Taurus, again, this has a pretty decent fit. Now the Rock Island. and the side plate is on the left-hand side on this one, but the fit on this is not very good. And you can also see some machine marks. Let's see, right in here. And yeah, the fit on that, here, now check this out when I open up the cylinder. And let's see if we can get a shot right down here. Again, that's the side plate. Really not a very good fit. But that's why this one cost a lot more than this one. Alright, let's talk about cylinder lockup, and this is really important on these revolvers. Let's take a look at this Smith & Wesson. Now when I close this revolver, it locks up in 3 different places. It'll lock up right here, that hole right there, using this pin. It will lock up using the cylinder bolt right here, and it will lock into the notches here in the cylinder. And it also locks up right here in front of the ejector housing. And let me close that, and you can see right there it locks in. So it locks in 3 places. The Taurus, again, will lock in right here. It will lock in using the bolt, and it locks in the front right here using this, and it fits right into this recess here in the frame. Just like that. So 3 lockup points on this one. The Rock Island locks up in the back here on the bolt, but there's no other lockup on it. There's nothing here on the front. So, you know, if you drop this on the sidewalk or it rolls down the hill, there's a good chance the cylinder might pop open. And if it does that, if it's bouncing down the sidewalk and the ejector rod gets bent, guess what? Your cylinder is not going to close and your gun is going to be out of action. So, big negative on this revolver is it only has 2 locking points on the cylinder. Alright, I do want to show you this right here on the bottom of the barrel. It does say 38 Special. Now, speaking of ammunition, both websites say these are rated for plus P ammo, but the Taurus website says unless you need plus P ammunition, do not use it, especially for practice. And Rock Island says only use plus P ammo when necessary. So you really don't want to shoot a lot of plus P ammo through these. The Rock Island weighs 24 ounces. The Taurus weighs 22 ounces, and if you get the ultralight, it weighs 16 ounces. Okay, you know what? I think that covers it pretty well. Let's get back out to the range and do some shooting. All right, so we have the Taurus and the Rock Island. Let me get a target set up, and we'll do some shooting. You know, snub-nose revolvers, they tend to shoot high, even up close, so that's what we're going to take a look at right now. And I have some Federal American Eagle, 130 grain full metal jacket. So I'm going to aim dead center at the bottom target, and we're going to see where this is hitting, and then I will shoot the Rock Island. Look at that, that's shooting almost dead on. Rock Island. All right, so that Taurus is 7 yards. Looks like it's hitting dead on. I know a little further out it tends to shoot a little high. Same with the Rock Island. But let's try a few more rounds and see what happens. All right, you know what? I'm going to shoot a little faster this time, And we're going to use Herder's 130 grain full metal jacket. Wow. Big difference there. Again, for me, it's very hard to see these sights on the Rock Island. I don't know if we could see that or not, but yeah, these are very, very easy to see. All right, so the question is, which one do I prefer? Well, honestly, for me, it's a no-brainer. It's definitely the Taurus. It's just a more sturdy revolver. It's better made, better finish, better quality parts. I have torn both of these apart, by the way. Definitely a better gun, but then it does cost more. But if you're on a very tight budget, or you just want a cheap plinker, yeah, take a look at the Rock Island. It's really not a bad little revolver, but I would suggest saving up that extra $70 to $100 and getting the Taurus. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching my video. I got a couple rounds here left, and we'll see you next time, huh? Yeah.